We wanted to give you an update on the pathway tests we're doing here in our chicken houses right next door. With any test in a poultry house and during a flock or over several flocks, just one test over one flock is hard to really determine how successful or unsuccessful or how effective a product is or isn't. It takes a large amount of time, and that's really no exception with what we're seeing here at this point. Mainly because of a couple factors. One factor is that in our houses here, between a couple houses, you can have different birds in those different houses. And so you have numerous dynamics that can be different between the houses. And so when you're trying to use a product to control a disease, let's say, well, there may be differences in birds, and so you're not sure whether it is the same between the houses. So there's that dynamic. There's also the dynamic of diseases. And right now, we don't have experiencing a lot of diseases, and so this pathway is used to control diseases. So when we're not having a bad problem with it, we don't know really whether it's doing a lot. And so we did notice tons of differences here between the two different flocks. Early on, it did seem like our mortality was quite a bit better in our pathway house. It did seem like the birds were quite a bit bigger. But again, I wouldn't say that we can definitively say that pathway made that difference. And so we want to continue to do testing. There's a couple areas that I do know that pathway is definitely going to be good and effective use in, and that is the two areas that I would say is, the first one being is foot baths. It's definitely going to be a very good product to use as foot baths because it's not acidic and toxic, and so no worries there. A good foot bath controller. The other thing is in disinfecting vehicles. Again, it's not some acid-based product that will have to worry about corrosion or something on your vehicles. This is a product you can apply right on. We know it's killing the diseases, bacterias, controlling them, and it's not hurting our vehicles. So those are two definite areas of good use for pathway. And so we want to continue doing more tests through more flocks to definitively say whether this is going to be a great product to use. Art, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Thanks, Chad. You know, just as with any market segment that we have made an endeavor to make things better and easier for people, this is the same. It takes time. It takes time, particularly when you have a lot of variables. So what we're doing as a team here is working together to figure out what the variables are, how to overcome them by adjusting what we do and how we do it. And we're going to continue to do that because we believe we have a product that can make the poultry industry better. We have somebody to work with that also is innovative. I think we've got a good team, and we're going to continue to do that. Chad?
Yeah, so we're going to continue doing some testing with this pathway product, and if there's any of you out there who are having some disease troubles and are interested in doing some trials with this, feel free to contact us, and we would consider working with you and trying this product and more trials and seeing what all it can do. I think some of the better tests are on farms that are having some disease problems, so we can learn now what it can really control. So feel free to contact us and stay tuned for
updates.
Yeah, and how this can continue to be a benefit to the poultry industry.